All right, here we go, folks. We got ourselves a fresh series coming at you. Spawning up in the top left of Equilibrium. It is Storm Gaming's MaxPax in the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right. It is Mousesport's HeroMarine in the blue. Some of the best TVP in the business, but he has since been surpassed in a big way by Clem. However, for quite a while, he served as an excellent rival for MaxPax. Will he be able to do the same thing again? I anticipate that we will see a very early gold base. Equilibrium, extremely good map when you can get that gold base up and running as the Protoss player. I mean, you save so much with the high yield gas, the minerals. It's obviously it's better for Zerg because you don't have to build the extra extractor. Yeah, but also being able to recall there makes it very good for Protoss. It's really only Terran that doesn't benefit from the gold base because it's just very difficult for them to hold it. Also, Protoss benefits a lot from building a ton of early charge lots. MaxPax for this game will be opening up Nexus on his own natural expansion. HeroMarine, no scout. MaxPax just being a nuisance with this early probe as much as possible. Now, I do wonder what the tech follow-up will be, and will it be the third base at this gold? Not too sure. Not too sure. Time will tell. HeroMarine does love his early aggressive plays, and that might be why MaxPax was thinking, hey, I don't want to take the gold base against you. And he might be feeling quite confident against HeroMarine. Also, this is a map where 4-gate Blink Stalker, despite these minerals here, the size of the main base does make 4-gate Blink Stalker probably the best map in the pool by a lot, honestly. And MaxPax is a prodigious 4-gate Blink Stalker user. And to that end, he does start up with the Twilight Council. The other thing about that, too, is that if he goes for 4-gate Blink and then takes the gold base behind it, he could have a big opportunity to transition really strongly out of it. HeroMarine doing a good job of keeping this Reaper alive, but it's also been pushed all the way back and has not been able to get the scout. Now, we do see a quick double gas out of HeroMarine, and he's going very quickly into 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions. MaxPax, does shade forward into his opponent's army. He cannot recall out. This is a little bit of a problem here. He is going to lose this one Adept. Meanwhile, HeroMarine will be able to get the scout up into the main base. He's also going to be able to find a couple of probes. Oh, that's a big shot on those probes. We'll be able to get potentially a third. No, nice body block from MaxPax. Good job. 2 probes is already not bad, but, you know, 3 or even potentially 4 would have been amazing. Oh, MaxPax. Oh, look at that. Nice job. I did leave a little gap in the wall, but plugs it. With a pylon, you need it anyways, so all good. Now, we might just see 3-gate Blink. That's what MaxPax has been going for predominantly in the last little bit. And he's been getting better and better at it. Truly has been improving a lot. And yeah, it does allow him to take this Nexus quite a bit faster. There it is. Bing, bang, boom. 3-gate Blink into the rather quick gold. Now, HeroMarine, what can he get done? He's building a siege tank after his early units. Obviously, he has that bunker at the natural. HeroMarine. Oh, we'll lose this Reaper. Kind of no reaction. But it was probably going to go down anyways. Blink was already finishing up. Still, HeroMarine is the kind of player that usually responds to that kind of move. Will we have a Warp Prism coming on in for a little bit of harassment? So far, no. It's going to be Observer first. MaxPax is anticipating the potential of a drop. And, of course, you do have to be mindful that HeroMarine can go for something like that very, very easily. HeroMarine did scout the 3rd base. He knows exactly what's up, and it is going to be charge. Okay. I mean, once again, gold base, good way to get a lot of charge lots very quickly. Very, very quickly. Observer coming into the main base. We will see the blink. Oh. Oh, can he get the Raven? No. Good pullback from HeroMarine there. Also an excellently placed tank by Big Gabe. Oh, wow. I can't believe that that doesn't reach. Where's the Raven, by the way? Hello? Oh, it's going up to the top side. Okay. 3 more gateways coming on in. MaxPax blinking down to the low ground. He did pick off a couple of units and didn't really lose any stalkers. Just a little bit of hull on a few of them. Obviously, every time you can keep those alive and regenerate shields up for later fights is going to be a good thing. This was an Artosis pylon, but it's being reinforced by a tasteless pylon. Now we've got the robotics bay coming on in. And obviously this gold base, it's cooking. He's got 14 probes mining from it. And it's as though he's got, you know, 21, 22 on there. Meanwhile, ooh, HeroMarine does get the jump on his opponent's army, but MaxPax able to get a couple of trades. Does need to keep kiting. He's got to be a little bit careful. Ooh. Good job for MaxPax sniping down a couple of Marines. Even while the auto turret harass was dealt with pretty well, only getting 3 probes. How many charge lots do we have? Well, already up to 9. Meanwhile, Zealots on the other side of the map, they're going to be able to find more than equivalent damage. Yeah, getting a lot of SCVs already. Nice job from Maximus Paximus here. And his +1 weapons is going to complete in time for HeroMarine's little push. There is an excellent siege tank position here, and MaxPax, ooh, that Zealot, very good position. Spots this army. Still, MaxPax needs to get around it. +1 attack will complete. Medevac is going to get taken down on the rally, and it's a full flank right here. Widowmines will get some good shots on the Zealots, but I think MaxPax can clean this up. He is going to lose a lot of stalkers. Good target fire from HeroMarine, which will mean that the Medevacs get away. Will they get away? Blink already being used. Ooh, but one more. Oh, one more shot. Boom! That +1 weapon's making all the difference. Very nicely done by MaxPax there. Good brick probe pull at the natural as well. Only losing 2 probes there. It is even worker count, but... well, actually, no buts. HeroMarine is outmining his opponent in terms of minerals at the moment. MaxPax has quite a bit more gas mining thanks to that high-yield gas geyser. Ooh, nice scan does find the Observer. Raven still being an absolute pain on the top side. Just auto turret harass is such a nuisance to deal with. And you can build shield batteries, but they can even target that down. We do see Zealots getting into the main base. Oh, where'd the War Prism go? Okay, he went... oh my goodness, he ate a mine shot, it looks like. But he does go back to the low ground. Widow Mines will get baited out. Extended Thermal Lance is going to complete in a moment. Only 1 Colossus at the moment. Second one walking its big booty long-legged across the map. HeroMarine not yet able to secure the 3rd base. MaxPax has to be careful. He's kind of... as long as he's trading evenly, it's okay. And in fact, it's very good. But you got to be a little bit careful about not overcommitting. Huge stim getting forced out of HeroMarine. The Marauders, they do not stim for free. Not by any stretch. Good control so far on the Colossus here. And HeroMarine, he can't actually heal up his whole army right now. Bunker, that is potentially just going to get taken down, but MaxPax caught sleeping at the wheel, loses 1 Colossus right away. Viking going to be able to get a lot of damage on the second one as well. This is going to be a very expensive fight for MaxPax. He was focused on the Zealot drop in the main base. Looks like he lost the Warp Prism there. Oh, that's a big opportunity for HeroMarine. MaxPax could have just backed away. But really overstaying his welcome there. Now, MaxPax does have +2 weapons. HeroMarine does not even have +1 armor. And that's going to make the Colossus very powerful for MaxPax. Not just the Colossus, also the Zealots. They're gonna be swiping for a ton of damage because they double attack. Attack upgrades are very beneficial. +1 armor starts up here for MaxPax. Let's see these Zealots going to work. Well, with that Widowmine shot, they're not going to be able to do too much work. Oh, nice job from MaxPax, though. Snipes down a Marauder, snipes down a Viking. Gets on out of there. I don't think he lost any of those Stalkers. Oh, that initial overstaying of his welcome, though, was very expensive. We do see a second Forge coming in from MaxPax. He's going to be able to get into +3 weapons behind this. He is on 4 bases quite comfortably. HeroMarine finally able to secure this third. That was a long time before he got that up and running. Oh. HeroMarine be able to take down this Stalker as it tries to re-secure the watchtower. We do have a big drop on the top side. MaxPax, oh, we'll see it. Oh, this is a big moment for MaxPax. If he can catch the load. Well, he's actually just going to find the army and get the fight. HeroMarine is trapped. He cannot get out of here. If he loads up, he loses everything, but he's going to lose everything anyways. That is a huge find for MaxPax, and HeroMarine just lost so much army supply for very little gain. Just as he was starting to really find his footing in this game. And that was 3 medevacs as well. That is really, really nice for MaxPax there. 5th Nexus coming online for the Danish Protoss as well. HeroMarine still on 3 command centers. No 4th base in sight, not yet. War Prism into the main base, perhaps. There is a Viking here. And I think this is just going to deny the warp in. Oh, but it's going to be a little bit close. Oh, the warp in gets off thanks in part to MaxPax's shift stop command. That makes it change modes just a little bit faster. Force fields coming on in. They're not great, honestly. And MaxPax, once again, maybe overcommitting on the front while going for the Zealot run by, but he is getting in on all 3 bases, getting a lot of damage done. Kills one of the ghosts. Actually, might have gotten 2 ghosts. Did he get 2 ghosts? No, just 1. Ooh, an assassination on this 1 ghost right here would be super nice. And he gets it. Very nice from MaxPax. Scan will slow down the DT with the concussive shells, but getting that 1 ghost was really big. And now we've got MaxPax on 2-1 upgrades, +3 weapons very far along. Already halfway done, +2 armor started up as well. HeroMarine, no armor. No, he does have an armory. Just no starting up of the 2-2 just yet. He's spending all his gas, has not yet resaturated these geysers. MaxPax just exerts so much pressure on his opponents, and HeroMarine's been muling super heavily, it seems like. Oh, a couple Marines checking the watchtower will get cleaned up. HeroMarine does have a lot of Vikings. Big Colossus shots to start up. Disruptor shot does connect on a single Marauder. A couple Vikings going to go down as well to some good target fire from MaxPax. But 1 Colossus going to fall. Disruptor in the back. What is the medevac count right now? It is at 6. But he is rather low-ish on the medevac energy. Ooh, looks like a couple mines did get in somewhere in the main. 3rd gold. Must have been back here at the 4th. 6th base getting canceled. HeroMarine is only on 3 bases. This is a very bold setup from MaxPax trying to go for that 6th. Disruptor shot. Ooh, does get avoided. Good splitting from Big Gabe, but the disruptor shots are non-stop, and the upgrades are huge for MaxPax. He is going to be able to take the decisive fight. More Zealots flooding on in. HeroMarine will have no choice but to tap out. Very well played from the Danish Crown Prince. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up at the top right for Psystorm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left for Mouse Sports. It is HeroMarine in the blue. MaxPax showing up with a super early probe scout again. Going to be an absolute pain in the tuchus to deal with. He is just going to be a huge annoyance with this probe already. already being quite disruptive to his opponent. Forcing the barracks to get put far away, but it does mean it's closer to the mineral line, easier to defend. Easier to pull SCVs and not lose anything. It's actually very close to the mineral line. Is MaxPax still going to get the zap? He will. Actually softening up multiple SCVs. I wonder if he's setting up for an Oracle. Or maybe just an Adept Shade Buy. The reason I ask about, like, you know, I'm curious about either of those is anytime you zap an SCV, even just one tick of damage means that an Adept or an Oracle, instead of 3-shotting it, now 2-shots it. Good job for MaxPax. Gets a denial on the expansion for a little bit. HeroMarine will reposition this barracks to the front. He says, I don't want you to be able to run by. I would prefer not. Chrono boost on the first 2 Adepts coming in from MaxPax here. HeroMarine, very quick bunker. Now, the reactor is actually, I don't know, what is that, like 10 seconds later because he had to lift the barracks? It's quite a bit later than it otherwise would have been. So that's going to mean that MaxPax can get behind this. Actually, hang on. Can he get in here before the command center is done? The answer is yes. And with this SCV already being down... I mean, this is a little bit ugly for HeroMarine. Yeah, he's going to have to give up the command center build a little bit. Oh my god, he's trying to dance with the SCV to get the shot. But look at that, or to get the necessary HP. But MaxPax does manage to get the shots in. We're going to get this one SCV. Yes, he can. He managed to shade out. No freaking way. He gets them both out. 1 HP. As it walks across this weird rickety rope bridge. Wow, that does not look safe. That is not OSHA approved. Oh, man. Oh. Hellion going to get blocked to the natural. Not going to be able to get in here. Oh my god, I can't believe MaxPax actually got away with that. That's so infuriating. A literal High Templar water balloon would take that down. Ooh, cute little ambush from HeroMarine, but it's not an ambush. It is in fact a Marine drop. And in fact, now we've got the double Adept getting into the main base. That is going to grab 1 Marine. 2 Marines. This is kind of just gravy, anything he gets here. And now he spots that it's 3 Hellions, so this is going to be a push at the front. I don't think MaxPax knows yet about the Marine drop, but he's going to see it now. It's only 6 Marines. Oh, that's a lot of damage on this medevac. This here medevac taking quite a bit of a beating. Probes, only one of them falling so far. Sniped on one of those Marines right there. MaxPax dealing with this situation very well. He did full wall himself, of course. But he can kill that if he needs to. And for now, he can just leave it. How many tanks do we have on the field? 0. First one is only just now halfway done. MaxPax, if he beelines it right across the map with everything, this gets very uncomfortable for HeroMarine. Now, it's a little bit risky to do so because this medevac was here, but HeroMarine did take it back home. Oh, snipe on 1 Marine siege tank. Does manage to get a kill on a Stalker. 3 more Stalkers going to warp on in. MaxPax getting in behind the mineral line. Hellion on the other side getting taken care of. MaxPax finding a fair amount of harassment in the main mineral line. God, he's so good with the Blink Stalkers. Look at that micro pulling back those Stalkers as he takes damage. Not even getting into the War Prism. He's like, if you try and pull to deal with this, I can still attack you. And now he just blinks out. Found 5 SCVs. As his third Nexus on the way, the Robotics Bay. I think this is a great start for MaxPax. He does get supply block to 78. That's actually pretty painful. Oh, this was a very aggressive blink. He actually will lose 2 Stalkers. Did deny the 4th gas for a little bit. Can he get this depot? No, the repair is going to be good. Nice blink out, though, from MaxPax. Charge coming on in as well. We're only on 3 gateways, but we're getting there. HeroMarine. No 4th and 5th barracks yet. No 3rd command center. He is just pumping units for the moment. And his combat shields and +1 weapons are only just started. So MaxPax is going to have time to get up to at least 2 Colossus. Will for sure have charge. Probably is going to be able to get most of his gateways online. And I don't think +1 weapons will be done in time, but it's going to be getting close at the very least. That charge is super fast for MaxPax, by the way. HeroMarine is going to move out without combat shields or +1 weapons. And you can see MaxPax able to take a nice little toll on his opponent. Killing, I think that was 3 Marines. First Colossus done. Second one. Doesn't quite have the money for it yet. See how long it takes him. Not long at all once he gets it. Maybe about 1.5 seconds. And he avoids the scan with the Observer. God. Even MaxPax's macro is just ridiculous. Auto turret looks like it was dealt with. Raven not going to be targeted down. Might have been able to get that. I'm not sure. It would have been kind of close, but once again, the most important thing is that he gets time for the Colossi. Big drop coming into the main base from HeroMarine. MaxPax does not see this coming. He will see it now. Ooh, and there is a push on the left side as well. That's going to be scary to deal with. HeroMarine going all the way up into the top right to draw MaxPax as far away from where he wants him to be as possible. Ooh, HeroMarine not able to get the full hot pickup, but he's opened the door for the massacre of the 3rd base. And HeroMarine turns on the Jets in game number 2 and just absolutely crushes through. The triple drop was very unexpected by MaxPax. He was not prepared for it. And I think HeroMarine's already evened up this series. 3rd command center is nearly done. He is so far ahead in economy. The only chance MaxPax has even remotely is to go right now and hope HeroMarine makes a big mistake. Like a huge mistake. Like getting force fielded on the ramp with like 20 army supply right there. Oh, I mean, wow, that's a start. He's going to lose all the Marauders there. Oh, there's no detection. MaxPax waiting for Blink. This is buying a lot of time. By waiting for Blink, I meant for it to come back off cooldown. Siege tanks here. HeroMarine able to heal up all of his units there. We've got a Templar Archives coming on in. There's actually a Ghost Academy done. No ghosts just yet. Oh, going for the snipe on the Ward Prism. Very bold. That was a huge stamina. Pretty big mistake, in my opinion. MaxPax will be able to get both of those siege tanks. I don't think he can break through, but maybe now. He does have the army supply lead. HeroMarine. Oh, that stim forward might end up being lethal. Oh, this target fire on the Colossus getting so many laser beams. MaxPax is actually up in army supply for a moment. HeroMarine getting pushed into the corner. He's lost 23 SCVs and counting. Archon also helping out. Finally, one of the Colossus will go down. Raven is going to get taken down. MaxPax turning a lost game into a victory. Will take game number 2 and goes up 2-0 into the series. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Game number 3. I cannot believe he won that last one. Spawning down in the bottom left for Psystorm Gaming, it is MaxPax in the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right, it is Mousesports HeroMarine in the blue. He got himself into a monstrously advantageous position. He had won the game effectively, but the snipe attempt on the War Prism left him completely open against the Colossus. And the Colossus just absolutely shredded him with the help of the charge lots as well. Not to mention the fact that, like, 4 Marauders got caught out on the map. Like, I can't believe it. That was insane. Very well done by MaxPax. Ooh, Engineering Bay block. Okay. Okay. MaxPax does check for it very quickly. Like, very early check. Is he going to pull SCVs or probes? No. Other side of the map, MaxPax still being a bit of a nuisance with his probe. Ooh, micros the situation better. So far, MaxPax doing a pretty decent job. Started up a Zealot and then canceled it. He's just going to take his base at the other location. Now, HeroMarine. We'll open up with the Reaper here. Still hasn't canceled this Engineering Bay. Okay, there we go. Like, that's really late. MaxPax wouldn't be surprised if it's a Stargate, but he does start up the Warp Gate. You can, of course, cancel that and started the Stargate behind, but MaxPax did not prioritize gas mining particularly hard. Might just be saying, hey, you didn't get a quick factory. I don't actually really need this. And he would be right. Ooh, and in fact, it is going to be a quick second barracks. There it is, 3 racks coming in from HeroMarine. That is another way to try and exploit a setup like this. MaxPax chronoing the second Adept. We'll be ready to deal with this Reaper momentarily. Nice grenade. That hits so many probes. But MaxPax is going to be able to keep all of his probes alive, and that's the big thing. MaxPax will scout the high ground, and he's going to be able to find this SCV building the command center. That's going to delay the CC a lot. And HeroMarine instantly builds a depot. He's like, I don't want to get supply block doing this. I think that's quite wise. Ooh, SCV. Gonna take some damage. Oh, can MaxPax get away? He can survive 1, 2, 3. It only was 2 shots. He could have survived 3 shots, but he gets away. That was almost another 1 HP Adept, but in my mind, it's pretty much the same thing. Will be a Twilight Council coming on in. Chrono Boost on Cybernetics Core. It's a little bit interesting. So he's anticipating some kind of aggressive move, which kind of does make sense considering it was the Engineering Bay block, and that makes this 3rd base very awkward to take. HeroMarine. Oh, hemming and hawing about which way to go. And he ends up losing the Reaper and will not get the Scout on what the setup is. Oh, 4 Adepts. That's a really weird number. He will be able to go after some of these Marines. 5 Adepts? Oh my god, he's doing an Adept Twister. Oh, but I don't think he realizes how many Marines there are on the map. Okay, that's what the quick setup was for. To be able to get quite a few SCVs. He does get into the main base with 3 Adepts, which is, of course, 1-shot potential. And he finds a couple of the wounded SCVs. Meanwhile, Stalker's pushing at the front. Big Gabe is having quite a bit of trouble defending this so far. And now MaxPax has gotten the full scout on what his opponent's doing. Marauders are kind of dancing back and forth. MaxPax had no business getting so many more SCVs at the end there. There's no concussive shells, though, and there's no stims, so the Stalkers can actually kite the Marauders effectively. Now, that will not last once stim completes. MaxPax, he has got to be really careful. And, okay, he is going to get back off the map. Stim, especially with the speed zones, could be the death of those Stalkers, even without concussive shells. But once Blink comes back on, or well, not comes back online, once Blink completes the upgrade, MaxPax will be able to start taking fights and start kiting this army. Well, he doesn't know which direction it's coming from. There's that Blink. Now he sees. Oh, big stim from HeroMarine. Very early battery overcharge is available. And there it is. HeroMarine not even killing 1 Stalker yet. MaxPax gonna blink forward, will finally lose a Stalker. I think that's actually the first one he just lost. Yeah. MaxPax is all over HeroMarine here. Oh, and another stim to try and save these units. HeroMarine will turn around as a few more reinforcements show up, but MaxPax is doing such a great job with the kiting. And behind all this, third Nexus on the way for MaxPax. He's up 7 workers. Starport not even done yet. And we do have the robotics facility done. MaxPax can go straight up into robotics bay as soon as he gets that 200 gas. HeroMarine, I mean, with no siege tanks, not a whole lot you can do to prevent the Stalkers from just using their blink on cooldown. Now, will MaxPax go for the blink into the main base? Oh, he sees the army kind of rotate over, and he's going to go after this bunker. Will be able to get the kill on it. That's going to enable him to pick off another Marauder. A huge stim on the other Marauders. Everything is overstimmed for HeroMarine. MaxPax is 1 blink cooldown away from potentially just ending this game. Which is to say, if he just picks the fight, because these stims, they have taken a massive toll. And MaxPax, immaculate blink micro throughout. He is going to whittle this army down to 0. He could almost blink forward on top of it at this point. 2 more Marauders will show up. MaxPax is whittling this army down to nothing. And that's going to be it, I think. HeroMarine's got nothing left. It's 4 ultra overstimmed Marauders. SCV pull is not going to be enough. MaxPax is just going to win it with the Stalkers. Finally, medevacs show up. But that's too late, right? MaxPax, I think he can just end it. HeroMarine, though, might just barely be able to stabilize. Even if he does, though, he is so far behind. Good blink micro from MaxPax. Yeah, it's a 17 worker lead. We've got charge nearly done. We've got 5 gateways up, 3 more about to complete. Medevac's already out of energy. The next 2, though, are out. Somehow HeroMarine makes the hole. Very well done, but MaxPax is continuing to whittle down this Marauder count. Oh, Widowmine drop. Oh, finally he scans that Observer. That's just been such a problem for so long. Even with these 2 fresh medevacs, they're going to have to fully drain themselves, basically, to heal up these Marauders. I say it all the time, but, like, Marauder stims are so expensive in terms of HP. 20 damage per stim. That is a lot. And now, Zealot charge. Oh, okay. He does get the War Prism. That is really nice. It is +1 weapon on these Zealots. They actually are going to do pretty well here. Widowmine drop in the 3rd, getting jumped on by MaxPax. He's going to not only clean it up, he doesn't even have to pull the mineral line, and he gets the medevac. Behind this, 4th base. It's done. It's donezo for MaxPax. He's on 64 probes. I'm amazed that HeroMarine is even in this game right now. Genuinely amazed. But for how much longer can he fight on? He does have an army supply lead, and he will actually use the speed zones to get on top of the Immortal very effectively. Good kiting from HeroMarine. Can he make a miracle happen this game? Can he be the one who turns nothing into a victory? It's going to be hard to do. We've got 3 Zealots. Make it 4, 5? 5 Zealots. Going to be super disruptive on the other side of the map. We've got speaking of disruptive, a Disruptor coming on in from MaxPax. HeroMarine is now less than half of his opponent's worker count. There's the first Disruptor. Oh, Widowmines. Ooh, get some big connections. I think HeroMarine might have manually targeted that. Disruptor shot. Only gets a couple of bio units, but is better than nothing. HeroMarine is so overstimmed on these medevacs. And now, he's so overstimmed, the medevacs are super empty. Now the army is overstimmed. More reinforcements showing up for HeroMarine, though, and it's 4 more medevacs that are fresh. I am so impressed that HeroMarine is doing anything right here. He's actually way up in army supply right now. It is going to be 1-1 for both players shortly. Oh, Widowmine does get a big connection here. God, the Widowmines are actually going to town. HeroMarine, can he do something here? Colossus does pop out. It does have +1 weapons. Battery overcharge getting popped. Oh, it will get targeted down, but is this enough for HeroMarine? Zealots warping into the fight. MaxPax is down in upgrades for just a tiny split second. Now his +1 armor completes. Probe's going to get pulled into the fight. This is unbelievably close right now, but it's a 40 army supply lead for HeroMarine. He's so overstimmed, and so much of that supply is in medevac, but I can't believe this. He's going to kill the robotics facility. What the hell? HeroMarine. Is he actually going to do this? He's got a huge swell of reinforcements coming across the map. MaxPax forced to give up this location. HeroMarine was so dead. But the rally, the micro have been immaculate. The macro has been extremely clean despite losing so many workers. It's still 67 probes to 28 SCVs. Oh, that's a big stim that HeroMarine has to fight with. Nice force field from MaxPax. Ooh, but battery overcharge gets used. 8 medevacs. Oh, here comes the big doom drop into the main. MaxPax doesn't see it coming, not until way too late. But can he get back in here in time? HeroMarine gets 13 probes. Ooh, Widowmines. No armory, so they are going to get dealt with pretty well. Oh, I think that might have been a full medevac. That one did have some units inside. HeroMarine, is he going to go straight to the third? Ooh, MaxPax able to warp in units at that third. He's got... There's the recall. Oh, reinforcements are going to get intercepted here. Zealots will deal with that. Recall was used. That's a blink forward. Grabs one of the medevacs. It doesn't get the full one, but I think MaxPax might still be able to make the hold happen. Lots of probes are falling, but it's still a massive worker lead. No medevac energy is going to end up being too much for HeroMarine to deal with. The units are stuck. Medevacs trying to retreat on out and join up with the fight at the front line. Colossus has been doing so much work. It might finally get taken down, but it will break the momentum of the front line push. MaxPax is going to clean up the army in the natural, the army at the front. He's taken another raise. He's about to be on +2 weapons. Gateway Man rides again as the Zealots and Stalkers clean up just about everything. Sentry will get taken down, but it doesn't matter at this point. MaxPax has done it. What a game number 3. And he will complete the 3-0. It's a 3-0 scoreline. But man, oh man, game 3 was a banger. HeroMarine making an absolute miracle out of nothing. And then MaxPax somehow preventing that from actually being a win. Unbelievable stuff. Such a good series. Such a good performance. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to check out the rest of my videos. Hit the like and subscribe on this one. We'll catch you on the flip side.